Mhm. Oh, this is friends. Don't even bother. Hold on.
You and technology.
Shut up. Oops. Oops. Oops.
Gross.
I got it this time, okay?
Yeah.
Shut up. Hold on.
And hello, Hierarch. I salute to thee.
I salute to the intern.
Desktop.
Give me a moment. Put this shit in capitals. Public.
Hurry up!
Shut up. Takes time. Vamos.
This is a Friends Plus. Keep emailing one. Oh, what the hell? Okay.
I do. Okay, Dragon,
Right.
calm your ass down, bitch. Damn.
Be mindful that we are on a live stream. Alright?
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, you're fine.
My
You can
bad.
swear.
Oh,
Just,
my bad.
I forgot about that.
This guy.
Technically, you can't swear for the first like 5 minutes. After that, you're pretty much good.
We're not monetized. Doesn't matter.
Oh, Dragon. I mean, hopefully we'll get monetized.
The
Yes.
highest view count we've had is 150, and that was from our first live stream last year. We're not gonna get monetized.
When did we get one? Wait, hold up. When did we get 150?
The first
I don't
Q&A
remember
we
that.
held, way back when you
Oh
were
my god, yeah.
It would. That is.
Eddie's.
Damn desktop people.
Hierarch, you got someone saluting you.
Oh. Buddies. Gonna put some ambience here.
Make sure it's not whatever copyright.
Oh, what happened to not being bothered with monetization?
Well, if we get a copyright strike, that could get our channel in trouble. That's different.
Oh, that would be hilarious. It's fine. It's nothing. I think.
This guy.
It's ambience. Calm thy ass. But right where you were just moving, just a little. Come here. You, red one. Right there. A little bit to your
red
left.
one.
Just a little bit to the left one. There you go. That'll do. Yeah. Easy, Karachi. Well, are you coming here as Ikarachi or Sirai?
Either or. If Lev's not here, I'll be Sirai. If Az isn't here, I'll do both.
Yeah, he's late.
Would you mind standing over there just so I can set the camera up? Where you guys were asking questions last time? Also, stay out of the camera, Wood. Alright, cool. That works.
Hello, my mic was muted.
Camera says hi, I'm back.
I'm just gonna make the camera solid so it's easier.
Alright, chat. Here we are. We're playing a new game called Politics.
Ooh, Oh, yay, politics. It's my favorite.
We're missing.
We become
1,
streamers.
2, 3. We're missing 3
Disgusting.
lords. 4 lords.
They're gay.
It's fine. I do believe that the Archnoctus is making their appearance.
Well, our
Holy
Archnoctus is
cement
here.
tail. Oh, they are? Where? Oh, yeah, they are. Look at that. Man, you need a bell.
Crazy.
That's insane.
Is there anyone watching the stream yet? I wonder.
Alright, wake me up when it begins.
3 people are watching. Okay. Cool.
Oh, is that right?
Void.
Is that
someone named
not been
Foss,
counting you?
and someone else. Well, someone else would be me.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I was flying the camera. Whoops.
I like this.
That's nice.
The music is soothing to me.
Oh, I don't even have the music on.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, got any questions for us, Wood? While we're waiting? Approach the bench.
Yes, I have a question from before. How
Oh,
does the Tanakai blood actually transform people?
Oh,
Go there.
this whole. Yeah, go.
how? Like, how do you mean how? Is there something specific that you're trying to reach when you say how?
Does the blood biologically change another being?
Oh boy. You ever seen a lightsaber? And you know how whenever it is you turn it on, it's like that big stick of light? Like that.
Bruh.
What?
Yo.
What?
Pardon?
I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I dead ass when me and Alex had
You guys are taking it too damn seriously at this point.
I
begun
really
to recognize
thought
that.
it was
Because we can't tell the difference between you and you fucking around anymore.
Fair enough. Okay. I am Elahariah Foncure fucking around at this moment. Because the truth is, I haven't an actual answer for you. Because generally, this wouldn't be the case unless it was an incredibly advanced version of CRISPR, which I think I might have just answered my own fucking question with that fucking answer I just made. The glory of asking questions. I'm glad that you asked the questions. That is how we build the universe. I did not come up with one day and be like, this is how things are going to be. I started off with a concept and we sort of built the blocks around it. So, as of right now, movie magic. The same reason why lightsabers are just light but is stopped, as opposed to going perpetually onward. Hence the joke.
Well, I
Come
mean,
back in 2 days.
Lightsabers have a
Technically-
scientific
Alright.
reason for that.
no, I was gonna
They
say,
fucking do?
Because I haven't properly looked it up.
They would keep on
yeah.
going.
I feel like
I'm no Star Wars
lightsabers are
nerd, so
just
I don't know a damn
really-
thing.
I feel like the lightsaber.
light.
Okay.
Okay,
Is it
how do you
concentrated light from a
concentrate light?
crystal blasting through a fucking sword?
Okay,
How do you
why
concentrate
does it
that-
stop
that-
though? What makes it
Point.
stop?
You concentrate it to
Yeah,
a point.
what makes it stop? Yeah, concentrated to a point.
The concentration to the point. They are literally forming the shape into a concentrated shape into the pip.
Ow.
That's what's
If you
stopping
take
it.
a prism, and fire a laser towards it, and then the prism then reflects off to different things, and then you push them together so that way the two beams that were separated by the single laser gets took together, you still have two beams.
Disney,
They
don't
just
sue
fuck
us.
off.
We love Star Wars. Don't sue us.
It's not like we're saying, it's like we're talking about Star Wars. We're not gonna get
It's
fucked by
just-
Disney for talking about it.
It's just
Star
a
Wars
very
is gonna-
strong blowtorch. That's how I think
Basically.
of it.
That's
Yeah, no, think of it like that.
But that makes more sense, but then how would you have sword battles with basically very, very hot air?
Because it's hot light and not hot air.
Okay, again,
Wait, what?
how are you able to...
what?
It's like lightning. Okay, so you know how lightning, right? You know how lightning is, right?
Fucking elements.
I feel retarded.
A Star Wars nerd found. But please explain it to
Explain
us.
how Jar
I don't mean to
Jar
shit on you. I'm curious.
No, you're fine. Okay,
Like
so you know
Jar Jar
how
Binks
lightning
works.
functions, right? It's a literally
Sure.
light, but it's hot as fuck. It's kind of like that. That's how the temperature of a lightsaber is. That's why it's called a lightsaber.
No.
Don't look at me like.
Light
Don't
doesn't
you look
have
at
a-
me like that. Correct me.
Like, you're not
can't
struck
take you
by
seriously,
lightning. Like, you don't get struck. I remember this shit from Frankenweenie, okay? You're not struck by lightning in the same way that a man bashes you over the noggin.
You're using that
Yes.
as an example.
I'm referencing that shit, yes. Listen to me, because he's true. He's correct. No. He's correct. Fucking look, you don't get knocked over the head
This
by
happens every
lightning
time,
like
by the
you
way.
do a wooden bat, okay? It is a path being made that you just happen to be in the way of. A invisible wire that you are now a part of because you just happen to be in the way. It's an energy, not a solid object. You can't
I know.
shave a piece of lightning.
I know. The lightsaber isn't a solid object either. It's not supposed to.
Then how do they clap?
It's because it's too hot. It is concentrated.
It's so hot. It's so hot. Okay, then why isn't everything burning around them? Like the wielder. Hijo de la chingada. You see this?
It's too hot.
would shoot.
It's so hot that light, which wouldn't be able to pass one another, is now clashing with each other.
Bro, you see the shit that some of us have to deal with? This is painful. Also,
Interacting
real quick,
with the
Go-
Sierra is
go-
great because of
go
face
up.
weapons.
Go up to hierarch real quick. Go up to hierarch real quick.
Why?
And then look at him. Like look straight at him. Like straight
You
forward.
look like a
Dude.
puppy.
Thank you. Those eyes are so stupid. I can't take
I
this
love
man
them.
serious.
You leave them alone.
Know it. Thank you.
No, I love it, but it's I can't take.
How
him
come I
serious
have
when they're
more
looking at him.
appreciation for your? How do I have more appreciation for your husband's work than I?
Don't you start.
Yeah. Look at you said that their tuna fish eyes are shit. They're fucking fantastic. You leave your horse dragon alone.
He's so mean
Horse
to me.
dragon alone.
He's so mean to me.
Don't listen to this. This motherfucker abuses me daily. Don't even listen.
What are you
to this
talking
bitch.
about? No.
Hijo de la chingada.
Oh, also, by the way, Az will not be showing up. They're gonna be quite late. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I'm just curious as to where the rye, the Argvia, I guess. Is this as many people as we're
I
gonna
think
get?
Rye might be. I'm not the.
I would.
Hello, Wood.
I think the
Oh,
Arc
okay.
Voyagos
Hello,
might be.
Wood.
working. This is.
Thank you for showing up.
We're here to talk about you, Wood. Just you. No one else.
Trouble.
Just you. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh no. You done did bad things, boy.
Okay. This is it? Whatever.
No one else is gonna. What about the Argvoyagos? Huh? Argbertos?
Who knows?
I don't see anybody else on. I mean, I see Shadow, but.
Okay, well, they can't say, "Oh, I didn't get no announcement," because I literally posted in the main announcement. You see.
Loud and proud.
Yes. With that said, I suppose we will begin. We'll begin, of course, with how everyone is. How is the Noctos Divisiatus?
The Noctos have done well. I have seen a large increase in popularity of a lot of people wanting to join and wanting to take the challenge. I recently got 2 new people in my division in this past week, and I see potential in both of them for different reasons. One of them is extremely good at dodging, and the other was really good at stealth. I'm intrigued to see where they go. My division challenge has been solidified and is fully how I want it to be to represent my division. My other lessons I had mentioned wanting to solidify are closer to being done. Several I can't mention due to not wishing to spoil the lesson when it is reached. I have 3 Noctos that are on the same lesson and have been for a while, and due to them voicing out their opinion in a public training, I will answer both concerns that were brought up in this public setting. First off, the lesson they're on. The goal is to scout and kill the commander, not just to scout the commander. They are well past the point of needing to just scout and figure out who the commander is. And yes, they have a time limit, and no, I will not be extending the time limit, as after the time limit the commander is metaphorically extracted from the battlefield by an air transport. The second concern that was brought up was of me shooting through the map, in which in response to this, I wish to apologize, and I will be doing PT during this upcoming week to make up for it, as it is something I would give my Noctos PT for, and any limitations and rules I put on them apply to me as well. I am not exempt from the rules.
Glorious. Yes, diligence as ever within your description. Very good. Alright, is there anything else to report? Very well. How are the Divisiatus Brutos?
They are doing fantastic. I got Hoss, Az, and Stitchy currently the only ones showing up. Showtime and Xena are still on vacation, unfortunately. Az is currently at 24 trainings. Don't know where Stitchy is currently, but I also know that Hoss is at 30 trainings, and they're currently taking the test. I have yet to get their test still. I'm waiting to see if I can get it before Sunday meet. If I don't get it before Sunday meet, then I'll just have them retake it. But for right now, just waiting for their test to come in and see if they pass. Oh, one other thing that I've came up with for my Brutos is we've came up with a sign language system. Unfortunately, I can't do this on, well, I can't show you it because, you know, I'm currently disabled. But how this system would go is it would go from your right arm. Let's say enemies are to your right. You put your left hand on your shoulder. That would be 10. Then you put or if it's lower, like let's say 5, you put your left hand between your shoulder and your elbow. So like that little bicep, I'm pretty sure. That would be 5. So 10 shoulder, 5 bicep, 2 would be more of the upper arm between the hand and the elbow, and then 1 would be the hand. So 10 shoulder, 5 bicep, 2 upper arm, and then 1 would be hand. Same thing for the left arm. It would, if enemies are on your left, you would do it on your left. If enemies are on the right, you would do it on your right. Now, if enemies are coming directly at you, how you would do it instead is 10 would be top of the head, 5 would be right under the chin, 2 would be about the chest area, and then 1 would be right at your pelvis, or right at more of your waist. It would be. I've came up with this system because I've seen a lot of my Brutos being spread out and not being able to communicate as much, as well as one Brutus in particular not being able to use their comms after 8:30. That would be Haas. Unfortunately, he gets his phone due to some personal stuff. He gets his stuff taken away, but I've came up with a system to hopefully tell them, hey, this is the new system we'll be using. And I just wanted to put that out to you and tell you what we were doing. It still needs a bit of tweaking. I'm still gonna tweak it with my people, with my kin, to see what they agree on, what they disagree with, and it's just a whole new learning system that me and my kin are taking on together. So.
I cannot help but say that it reminds me a lot of Moreau. But it is okay, because I see Moreau hasn't necessarily been worked on in a while. Forgive. Right. How are the How are the Parsifals?
Where did
You got it. Oh, they're okay. They're dead.
Oh.
All right. How are the Voya? How are the Kaisers?
We're good. We're doing good. My Kaisers are doing pretty good in melee training. And latency overall. Remy, my newest Kaiser, is showing some good potential. I can see him becoming something great if he puts in the effort. Other than that, I don't really have anything new.
Oh. You do? Do you mind displaying? Matter of fact, the Yakurachi is back.
Apologies. Hello.
Yakurachi, do
you're asking
you
about
bear a
the
note for... Yeah, I'm asking about the Parsifals, yes.
Okay, so from what I've seen, the Pacifos are doing fairly good. Indigo is close to graduating. They need one more training, and then they'll get their test. I don't think there's anybody else who's close to graduating. I am still working on the anatomy for the everything. Getting worked on at some point. I should have at least the Kaisers done, and then I'll do the Brutos last. I don't think I have anything else to offer. I was not here very much this week due to the power outage and me not being home for like the last 2 days. So.
The Noctos are done, but I kind of want to make an alternative Cavell design for the divisions as well. But I'll go into there in a second after the fact. Good to hear, good to hear. How is the Genesis?
Excuse me.
Now you're
yes.
secret.
As far as I know, the Genesis is also doing fairly well. We got a fair amount of people this week, which is better than last week's. I haven't been told who's graduating this week or not yet. We're waiting our reply from the Rye. I think someone got kicked earlier, as far as I know, but again, I wasn't here that entire week for like the last 2 days, so I was not able to get enough information, unfortunately.
I believe his name was Smoking Doug, you might have been referencing. Killed him yesterday, I did. Supposedly he had exposed Indigo's name without the permission and began to have all the other Decavar do that. It makes me worry for the batch of Decavar that we currently have being able to be so... Well, granted, I suppose I didn't know exactly who to listen to. I hope that my force that I had to implement yesterday, at least verbally, was able to do enough to deter them from further unfortunate actions.
I think I'll ask the... We could have something for the beginning of the day towards the dismissal area to where we tell the new bloods who to listen to, who to salute, and all that good, instead of just doing it while we're recruiting, because I don't think they're getting it.
That's fair enough. That's good. See who stays and who goes. Alright, unfortunately that seems to be all the rest. over and done with. So now we get on to business. We'll start off small. The designs. Concept designs. I have commissioned both Pumpkin and Galaxy to do some various things for me. I have Galaxy working on the manifestation of the uniforms of the Genesis. And I have the Ikarachi / Searai over here working on creating the Cavels. And we are beginning to work around with the concept of perhaps adding a little bit more bio-horror to the likes of the Cavels in their overall designs, or at least an alternative design which they're able to switch to. The reason being is that, well, the higher the rank, the more potent one is, the more less bio-horror-y they look. At least that was, of course, the intent. The more powerful of you lot would be beautiful. Or eldritch and beautiful in a different way. So that is that one. Just a bit of that update. And I want to begin another war. Starting Monday.
Monday.
Yep.
Sorry, I forgot I was unmuted.
Mm-hmm. I wish to send the militants again to war against enemies which will be played by the Sovereign and Iconoclasts. They shall be facing the Monarchy again, and the Emissaries, at once. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that on the war board. I've played with two ideas, making a triangle, and then having maybe two between each point of the triangle, so 4 territories total on each side of the triangle. But then have the odds of having the emissaries and the monarchy and the militants on the same territory becomes lower. And that also means that we're fighting on 2 fronts at once, which is not a bad thing by all means. I still intend to be able to do that in the future. But I'm thinking about how I might be able to do this. So I'm going to see if I can modify the concept of the triangle to make it more formed, but the idea would be a triangle. Is that the territories, I mean. You know, when you're fighting one-on-one, one army against another, you have the line, which represents those territories. I'm thinking about, the triangle. Of course, we could also make it nice, sweet, and sassy and have it be just a week-long, if not a little bit more, if we decided to, game of King of the Hill. Whoever owns that territory by the end of a certain time will win, whether it be the monarchy, the emissaries, or the militants. The lore could be simple. There is traces of the Lokar on a planet, and they're fighting over it. It could be as simple as that. I'm curious about what you, Sovereign, the Iconoclasts, and the Insurrectionists might have to say about this idea. I wish there was more of you here, for at this very moment I reference no one else but Atticus, who was the former leader of the last war, the war on Kroa. Tell me, would you? I have a question, actually. Hold it thought. Can we confirm that all of those that were a part of the war on Kroa got the veteran title?
We already did that.
Oh, we did. Okay, just making sure. Yes. What comments have the Sovereign? What comments have the Insurrectionists and Iconoclasts? I love that word. Go on. None.
Any specific maps that you want to use? Do you have a lineup already?
I was thinking about that. Not necessarily. It depends, of course, on which one we decide to do. The triangle, which makes it more complicated and ensures that the war lasts longer, or the week-long or 2-week-long King of the Hill thing. On one, it's simple, you just need one world. On the other, you need to think about the environment that you're trying to portray within the planet. And I'm trying to think if there were any types of worlds that we have yet to use that represent something more alien. Or deserted, honestly. It would have to depend.
How many territories?
That would be 12 total.
Christ. Isn't that more?
Well, in our current model with the triangle, yes, it would be more than the other one. I believe the last one we did was 11.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Step to the front.
Would
Yeah, let this insurrectionist speak first. Matter of fact, where is that circle? Where is the marker? So you can make. Oh, there it is.
I mean, who knows
Yes, let's
where
make a circle so
stands?
that way everybody. No, think about it. Hold on. So that
Oh,
way
yeah, so
everybody
everyone
here.
here can know where to stand. Yes.
Yeah, everyone here can know how to stand. Know how to stand. Know where to stand. It's great. Trust.
Mm-hmm.
Proceed, Atticus.
would both enemy sides be played by the higher ups, or would you have some of the Fae from the previous war be put on one of the other factions?
That is a very good question. I haven't thought about bringing in some of those former leaders onto our fray, but it would definitely solve one of my problems. The thing is that I am very pleased with the way that you and your other various leaders enacted themselves during the war on Croa. It was a massive surprise and a massive show of evolution from the last War of Vesuvia I, in which a lot of you had gone into a cannibalistic rage and started shooting at each other for the sake of power. And it wouldn't be surprising to me if the people would then choose you to lead them again, or another. But I can kill two birds with one stone and ensure that other people have the right and the opportunity to stand in the light, to show their leadership capabilities, and ensure that you will not take that spot in their stead, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of deal. You could very well play the role of enemies on behalf of the emissaries or monarchy. You, Jax, and, whoever else were their leaders. I think Q and I think Red. Who were the leaders in total? I'm fairly certain it was those two, and I think Jax was involved somehow.
We had each division leader, from my memory. There was Stitchy for the Kaisers. We had Red
yes,
for the
Stitchy.
Brutoses. Pacifoses was Q, and Jax was, from my memory, he was the second in command from the Viorgoses.
I see.
You speak like an orc.
Very good.
Don't-
Wait, who? How? Him?
Them Voyagoses, them Brutoses.
Oh. Yes. Brutus is inherently plural. And
deer.
singular. It is like deer.
Kaisers
Look
is the
at
only
the herd
exception,
of deer.
which is funny. It's Kaisers.
Because you're
but
German.
everyone's- Shut up. Space Hitler.
You? Oh boy. You're reaching Stalin level, sir. Now. Yes. Now that I'm hearing about this, you have a substantial enough numbers to be able to actually lead these individuals in the role of the monarchy or emissaries, and I think that would be very cool. I think I may very well have you play the monarchy. I'll think about it further as I try to flesh this thing out. Thank you for your question. Do you have any others? No? Okay. Brutus, you wanted to make a comment or question?
Well, kind of in a way, but that kind of just answered it right there. It would be like, who would be playing the emissaries in the monarchy?
Mhm.
But that kind of just answered it right there. So
Okay, well, fantastic. Any others? I know that the Ark Voyagos is not necessarily keen on this particular idea, although I'm not necessarily sure as to why. I would love for them to
Make
say
them-
something for the monarchy.
make them a
People-
leader again.
People don't like
I was thinking
change.
about that.
Azuraphale and Neo being one of these people. Neo was like, "Oh, we train every day. What's the problem with that? You know, these people like training." It's all
Is that
we
what they
do.
said?
It is what they said. And then I said, "It's all we do. What is the purpose of our
Yeah,
training?" if we
And
don't
then
do
it's in
so-"
reference to this
Yeah,
particular.
I
uh,
talked to her today about this.
When did you
It-
talk to them? Really? Oh,
We were playing Minecraft.
would you, without me? Oh, well, I was working.
Pumpkin has a
Oh yes, go on, Sirai Ikarachi.
Sorry, I was eating food, but why so early?
Why not so
Why
early?
not so early?
How would that be up if you were not a vegetable?
No,
Fuck
just
you.
wondering why. That's
Just
all.
saying. Stop it to
I
be
don't have
mean.
a specific reason as to why not. I was curious as to why you wanted to do it this Monday.
Well, for two reasons, if you want specifics. The main one is the very fact that I have been scheming and planning of how the hell I would be able to do these sorts of multi-factional wars, as opposed to having two on, or, having two and then having the one face off each other, just one-on-one. I would want to add in our enemies as well, the emissaries, the ones which would be in between. I tried to do this during the Second War of Vesuvia, but to little effect. It did not go as in-depth as I would have liked it to. In this case, it would be a lot more in-depth. It would have a more active role in the war, as opposed to being auxiliary to the various traits, and what do we call them? Perks, yes. The various perks that you were able to get during those Sunday competitions that you had with the likes of the monarchy, or specters that were playing the monarchy. Yes, I want to test it out so that way we know what to do for the future whenever it is that they become a regular thing. And the second reason is because the previous war, the War on Croa, allowed for many opportunities of media, which was very cool. And I loved the way that the editing had done, especially the second. Part 2 is my favorite, because it felt more cinematic, in my opinion. And we gathered around two people that have actually witnessed the War on Croa on TikTok. The more media that we are able to produce, the more likely people are able to see it. The more likely people are able to see it, the more likely people will be able to be interested in it. The more people interested in it, the more people may very well come and find us. And when they do, they may very well join us. It all works together. I like that aspect. Not as much as getting not as much as getting the Terranians and the emissaries fleshed out, but it is a good point to make. Of course, we've also been supplementing this previous TikTok point, of course, with the likes of videos that are being sent in by to the news of various trainings, and I'm aware that Shenna Shill is actually working on making a more, regular posting on his own personal channel in regards to the things that go on within the militants. But yes, the war, I think, is good. And I would want to do it now soon, because also the other reason is because he's going to be leaving in a month, and I would want to have as many people there to play these roles as
17
possible.
days.
Yeah, 17 days. Aye.
Will these be becoming a more reoccurring thing, these mini wars?
Mayhaps.
This war is going to be
Perhaps.
a mini war. This is going to be bigger than the War of Vesuvia.
I see what they are saying, though. This is not a true war. This is not us facing off against a completely different adversary. This is us fighting ourselves. Again, of course, wearing the masks of enemies. But it is essentially just one big training, more or less. Perhaps they may be, depending on what new things need to be added or the feedback that is gathered from previous wars that happened that we now want to test and see if we fix the issues. Just, I suppose, as I would quote the Brutos, expect the unexpected. I like that philosophy that you've instilled.
I mean,
It is a good one.
I've came up with it, and I'll stick by with it. I'll stick with it until I die or something happens to me.
I'll die or something. Aye, aye. Good on you, Brutus. With that said, any other comments to be made in regards to this? Like I said, we're still workshopping the triangle or the King of the Hill thing. Very well. Oh, yes, go on, Anarchus.
Would spies be a part of this war this time?
I don't believe so, but I could be convinced otherwise by various conversations, perhaps.
I believe it would be a good way to, with leadership, it would prove those who know how to see their ranks and to see deception within their ranks. It would teach people when they're leading to also make sure not a lot of information leaks out to the various ranks. It instills more leadership, more control over their roles. That's how I see it.
A fair enough point. Very well. I will consider this further. I think I may very well go on with your suggestion. I just want to see how it is that it will actually work. And I'll tell you. I may very well see to it that you are the only spy, though. I mean, not you are the only. You are the only ones with spies. The militants, I mean, yes. Yes?
You are going to be the game master?
I.
You really ought to find someone who can be the game master who doesn't have to be a part of the militants. Like Gabe. You know, someone like that. Someone who's on the outside, but who can control. So, you know what I'm trying to say. Sorry, excuse me.
It would have to be somebody who's active enough on the outside and cares enough about this for it to be something like that. I would love for that to be the case, but as of right now, there isn't. So, I'm doing me. Besides, the Sovereign, like I said, and the Iconoclasts are probably going to be playing the role of the enemies. So, even if I were, I would be playing the role of Daniel Marcus, probably. Or some other various metal man with a stick up his ass. Any final statements in regards to this? Comments? Concerns? Going once? Twice? Sold! Alright. There was a question that the Archizer wanted to ask last time that we did this.
Real quick,
Among other things is why... Oh,
before we talk about that, there's something from the chat. In reference
oh,
to
is there?
the biohorror aspects. They asked,
Really?
wouldn't it be more biohorror-y for higher ranks? Sorry, English. Wouldn't it be more biohorror-y for higher ranks since they are more monstrous?
Ah, thank you for your question. Where's the question?
Fox? I don't.
Fox, thank you for your question. Whoever you may be, I was thinking about that. I understand as to why you would come to this conclusion. However, it is not the monstrosities and horrors alone in which we reference or represent with us being biological. You walk through the likes of a meadow and you see all of these beautiful colors about you. The butterflies, the flowers, the bees, and the like. They are beautiful, yet they are organic. Nature is often seen as beautiful. So is nature seen as horrible, horrifying, nasty. I wish to ensure that although I still want to throw in the biohorror aspect, it is not the sole form that we take, because otherwise we become nothing more than the Flood from Halo or Tyranids. No, we take upon the forms of beautiful things as well. Kaleidoscopic origami type of things. Just making evolution our bitch. Painting with it as if we were mad artists. We can make beautiful things or we can make horrible things. That's what I'm attempting to emulate. Does this answer your question, person of chat? I hope.
You can just call me Neff, as in rock. Okay.
Yes,
It does, they say.
it does. Very well. Good. Thank you for the question. Very well. If there is no other mention to anything else, yes, the Archkaiser wanted to throw this question down, the topic being of identity. It's one of the reasons to why it is that I wanted to see to it this public meeting be about. A suggestion, but a good one, I think, especially in reference to the depth of this particular topic. And oh goodness. I am very curious as to what you, the viewers, and you, Atticus, have to say about this. I intend for this discussion to probably go on for the rest of next week, as it will show up in the confessions channel or simply in the debate channel, wherever it would be. The conversation I want to keep on going and see what sort of consensus we can come up to. Would you like to answer? Would you like to ask the question again? Or
Sure.
yeah, you did ask it last time. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. It's more of a concern or a statement. Less of a question. We, as militants, are very varied between person to person, right? What I did as a thought experiment last time was for Elle to imagine 50 Kaisers standing right there, and to try to, match them together. Try to string them so they're within the same species. And then the same for some Brutos or some Noctos. Because in his eyes, each Fae is so vastly different to the point where one Kaiser could be spider-like, with 8 legs running around, and another could be shaped like this, or one could be 20 feet tall. Each Fae is varied very differently from each other, which causes a problem when you try to represent that with media. If you don't have a standardized design for your creatures, you lose the design of your creatures. You lose substance, you lose your identity. If we were to make a game, or if we made like a tabletop game or anything, it would be impossible to properly represent the crew, because everyone is so different that you wouldn't be able to tell that this thing belongs to this thing. It's already been a problem with the different divisions. If you look at a Kaiser and a Brutos, you cannot tell that they belong to the same universe already. And if you apply this to each person in that division being different from each other, it's a whole spider web of problems. So the mere fact of giving each Fae such a diverse identity is taking away from the identity of the militants, is what I brought up last time.
Yes. A fair enough point and fair enough topic to bring about. However, I have made this to be the case because I wish to emulate the likes of course, the strange diversities of evolution. So many times is it that I've witnessed these media showing these exact same traits that you say, and being bored by it. Being... how do you say? Well, not bored, because there are plenty of good designs out there for various things. I simply want to be different. I don't want to be something of which can be predicted. At least to that extent. Perhaps it could be clothes that signifies armor or something. Whatever, it could be some sort of accessory, mayhaps our very branding. I debate whether or not I would want to sacrifice that for the sake of this identity. But then you do bear a point. Because people are people. Human beings are human beings. We already made a massive jump deciding to make a crew that is separate from humanity. So many different crews out there exist and are moving around mainly because they bear the attraction of human beings. They look human, they talk human, they act in the way that you would expect an army to act. Like the Spectres, like those fellas at Fort Victoria, SAC. We are incredibly niche already. Is there a possibility of being too niche? If there is, have we reached it? And if we've reached it, do I express pride, or do I regress backward to try to make things more relatable to other people? Even if it means altering the designs ever so slightly to ensure that there is something there that says one thing is the other. I could make the argument that as I'm attempting to represent the likes of evolution, that different species, even if they're in the same genus or family, like Felidae or Canidae, they all have a general looking shape, and I think you could say the exact same thing about us, you know, just being vaguely humanoid, but that alone may not necessarily fit. But there's probably an argument that can be made there, but yeah, go ahead.
All the groups that you just compared us to, the SAC, the Spectres, and so on, are humans. Does that thing look human to you? It's humanoid, sure, but it's not human. We are already unique. We are already a niche. You are creating a niche within a niche within a niche when you are trying to vary us to this extent. What's your favorite show? Or anime? Or anything?
Good question. I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite show. Well,
If you had to-
Pantheon is one, I guess, right? Because you introduced me.
Okay. Pantheon, for example. They're all humans. But you can tell human A from human B because they have different characteristics. They have different facial features. They have different heights, different limb lengths, different hairstyles. Even though they belong to the same species and have the same blueprint for the most part, this human is vastly different from this human. No? I'm not saying give the Kaisers an afro and call it a day, but you can keep the same silhouette of the Kaiser and still make that one look completely different to another, without giving them spider legs. The variation can come from higher ranks, of course, but when you have an army and they're all just, in a sense, different species, you don't have an army. You have the ending of Swapped, or Changed, whatever that movie was.
Biowolf.
Yeah.
How dare you compare the militants to the Biowolf? Go on. Go on, Boogle. I mean, Pacifus.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I'm ignoring
Never
that.
passed.
My idea that I could possibly bring up that might help a bit is what if instead of like trying to tie it down to like one specific thing and change only like a little bit of the things, what if we just have one thing that identifies the creature as the creature, and then they can just customize everything else on it? Like for example, with my Pacifos, right? I still look like a Pacifos. The only thing different with me is my head, my arms, and my tail. Still a Pacifos.
I see what you're saying. So what if theoretically? So instead of just the arms, like something more blatant than the arms, you mean?
Yeah, like for example, with my arms, mine are tentacles. Say for instance, somebody doesn't want the tentacles; they want to keep it as normal hand arms, and they just have holes in their wrists, Spider-Man or something like that.
All right. What if theoretically, just so I understand what it is that you're saying, let's say that we had like 3 separate designs for the Pacifos. The thing that would unify them, let's just say for the sake of argument, would be like the spots that you have.
Yeah.
Maybe one is red, maybe one's purple, maybe one's that. But then the pattern of that spot specifically belongs to the Pacifos. You can tell.
Doesn't change. Doesn't stay the same. It is the same pattern, same area of where the patterns are. It is a Pacifos. That's how you write it.
Okay. I don't mind that compromise.
DNA is a blueprint. Each creature has a specific set of instructions for building themselves as they grow. The same could be said for the Fae. As I very sloppily explained to Wood last time, each Fae, each division, is made up of thousands of different species. And the altered won a genetic lottery and got turned into divisions, basically. Right?
Some of the altered were turned into Titanicae.
did they get turned into Titanici, or did you take the DNA of the good-looking ones and then turn them into divisions?
Well, yes and no, both.
Okay. Yeah.
I do still understand what you're saying, though. Yeah,
This is why you gotta read.
I suppose.
Generalizer lore. Books them.
Ah,
I know.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Real life.
I want to go back to that book. I want to see what I've written so far. It's not enough. I promise you it's not enough. It's because even if I am finished with that book, it won't be able to go that deep into. Well, maybe it could near the end. Maybe it's a long book. Would I want to make that book like one singular story, or make it a series? You could sell more copies that way, couldn't you? Maybe that's why they do series. I suppose that would be. Why not?
He's learning capitalism.
That makes my bones ache. Anyway. A fair enough compromise. I'm not opposed to that idea, but then what would be the defining feature of every single one of you? What thing
Example?
says that's not this? I mean, yes, I mentioned the spots. I'm not
Oh, not the
opposed to that
spots.
idea, but oh, you want something else for the
Topic.
possible?
The passive first. Change the topic, change the division. Noctis.
Okay,
They're tests.
okay.
You don't change the tails. You don't touch the feathers. The feathers are the same.
Don't change
They all stay the same. The feathers are the
could
feathers.
be-
You don't
it
touch
could
the.
be
You don't
multiple
change the color.
characteristics. It doesn't have to just be one defining thing.
Yeah.
The Pacifos have their arms
Well,
and their
One
fucked up
thing-
crab legs. The Brutos have their
Uh,
carapace and the spiky bits. Yeah.
and my
Mm.
fucked up ass face. Good night. Make sure to view
Okay,
not the
okay,
beautiful
whatever.
face. Anyways, besides for that, you also got to remember there are other characters. Jesus, English.
Nice
that will
English.
tell everybody. You know what I mean. That will tell everyone apart. Like, for example, we have what? Alec is, after he comes back, he's gonna open up his shit again, meaning people will give him money to update their avatars. So, like, for example, Wood could have a big gash in his head. That's one thing that would view him different compared to the other Kaisers. Some of them might have, like, actually, with him being a Voyagos, he has a faceplate on his Voyagos. That's another different thing that views him different from the other Voyagos. There's so many different things that we could do to just tweak the avatar just slightly to still make them be like, oh, this is from the same species, but it would also just tweak it just a bit where it'd be like, oh, I can tell that they're from the same species, but this one is clearly different from this one.
Okay, then we would need two characteristics. One characteristic which is specific to the likes of that division, and another one that signifies their fae.
I just want to clarify something. I'm bringing this up for our general media, not for VR chat. The avatars are its own thing when I talk about this. This is for, like, when we create a game or a comic book or something where we have a group of fae, and you need to be able to tell that they're all fae. You know, the avatars, let them be unique. You know, it doesn't really matter because this is just VR chat. But when we expand, when we get bigger as a species, as a company, we need to generalize our designs a little bit more.
Oh boy, I just came up with one. No, but we would be elves, wouldn't we?
With the ears.
Yes. Well, no, because then the Noctos have the big ones, so then...
I mean,
Will they have just an extra pair?
we all have tails. Don't look at the Kaisers. We all have tails. You know, so that could be a thing.
Hold on. Go on.
Okay, so another example I could have. You know how specifically, I'm going to say something very specific. Lizards, right? The biology of a lizard. Right? You know how there are the classification of a lizard, but there's different classifications of what lizards are lizards. Leopard lizard compared to a gecko, still under lizard category, but they look completely different.
Mm-hmm.
All
No, I
you gotta
get
do is
that.
just kind of
Apply for that situation to.
Well, no.
Thanks.
Here's the thing. With that specific example is fine, but they are separate species, and that's the point, right? In it, we all are descendants from humanity, whether it is that we are, mutated from a human being or manifested as a capital born from two human born, beings, and it will be like that as time goes on and all that. But the point that, or the thing that I'm attempting to throw down is simply the very hello, welcome. The idea, well, salute to the Basifus. There you go.
I am so sorry. I'm late. I had to do something, and then I had to
Do
shower,
not,
and then I had to go back to the store.
come over here. There's already a good deal of individuals over there.
Okay, right here. Anyways, what are we talking about? What did I miss?
We are speaking about identity. The Archkaiser mentioned that the idea of the Fae being so different that they look a lot like different species in like period won't necessarily be able to be translated well in the media that we intend to do in the future. Because you wouldn't be able to tell if one thing is a part of the other or whatnot. And that's a fair enough point. It became a question of identity. And I, of course, argued that I liked the idea of us representing all the craziness and chaos of, evolution. At the same time, of course, I understand that people aren't necessarily going to latch on to this if it doesn't look somewhat, marketable. Like when you buy a monster, that's a Fae from Eon and not a Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Right.
I'm down for it.
And then we were speaking about
Well, finish your point, and I'll bring it up.
Oh, I was gonna say. And then we brought up the thing with characteristics, a trait. I mean, we already have this in the form of what looks like what as a division. The Brutos will always be bigger. These fellas are regenerative and may not have skin. These fellas have 4 arms and the likes and all that. But I was thinking more like a face specific thing, where even if all of them look like this, even if they all look different, there is something there that says, yeah, that is a Fae. What is it though? Yes.
We all come from you. No? You started our evolution, right? Why
Fine.
not give each Fae a portion of your characteristics? Like maybe your
Oh,
quills.
Oh my god, we're not gonna have eyes. We're all gonna be blind. Oh god,
Like
all of us with the
quills.
I
man
made the
bun.
best
No
spells already look like
face.
we don't have eyes.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Okay.
We don't look like
If you want one characteristic that all the Fae share, why not make it something that comes from you? Maybe the quills. That would be the
Okay.
easiest.
Shit. Yeah, the quills would be easy, but I like my quills.
fucking
It
baby
wouldn't
quills.
just be your quills though. It would be shaped to match each division.
Yeah.
I see what
Okay.
you're saying. Though.
All right. I see what you're putting down, and that's a fair enough point. Oh, I got an idea. Let's give all the divisions man buttons.
I'm leaving.
Yes.
Fuck.
I'm not
I will have
drawing.
the most
I
gorgeous
refuse to
man
draw.
bun.
Ah,
I
yeah.
refuse to draw that.
Piertos is here. Did you salute to him?
I
Yeah,
didn't.
did.
He ignored it.
So I'm getting talked to. Doritos? What do you mean, Doritos? Oh, yeah.
Minnie, why are you
Save it somewhere.
Minnie? You're so tiny.
Okay, anyway. All right. So yes, that is a fair enough point. The quills, maybe that is a good portion of his design. Which, yeah, possibly. We're gonna workshop it. I gotta think about this. Because in actuality, Elochryer is not all that complex as a character design. he's able to shift eye, but it's just like if Dracula and Slender Man had a night out and then had a child, and then a porcupine decided to slash its back on the child. Oh, and the child was a hipster. Yeah, I can be honest.
Not goes with the man bun.
As of today, I am demoting the Archon.
Millions rejoice. Cheers comes from the stalls.
Yeah! It's the most watched thing since FIFA. The World Cup doesn't compare. I'm excited for the World Cup. Going to the theaters to watch Ecuador play. Completely off topic, but yes.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you got many. Defining features. You know what? Here, let's open it up to the role here. Since a lot of you are here, Quills is a good idea, but let me see what other options you lot can manifest. What is something that all Fae have, besides their humanoid form, that signifies that they are Fae?
Step up.
Come on, take it back. Oh, well, all right, cool. There we go. Let's see how it is.
You could have the sigil on the avatar somewhere, so it shows that they are the Fae.
But that's like wearing a hat.
That's
And you don't be
Sure.
wearing a hat.
yeah. It turns a platypus to parry the platypus in that case.
That's fair.
A Wendigo? A Kaiser? But that's a fair enough throwdown. I do intend to still do that as a part of the general design. To have somewhere on the body branded. Yeah, that alone. Oh, you have a hand? Where hand?
The hands
Oh, we don't
have
have
the symbol on the Voyagus, it's on the gun.
Oh, yes.
It's on
The hand, they
axe.
have it.
Yeah.
Right. You know what's funny, actually? Now that we're mentioning, I'll get into you in a second. You know the Decepticons are very diverse. But they have also the Decepticon symbol on them, so you can tell them apart from the Autobots.
I mean,
It's a fair enough point to make. I'm not saying that alone,
oh, that's true. But if you took away the logos of Autobots and Decepticons and put all the robots together without being as, would you be able to tell them apart?
Yeah.
Maybe? If no, hold on.
Yeah.
No, looking from the lens of an individual who doesn't know jack shit about the color theory that goes within choosing an Autobot or Decepticon, probably not. Like, I know a lot about Transformers, so I can
Does
tell which ones-
anyone here know what Transformers are?
I feel like
Nobody.
Raise your hand if you
Okay,
know.
I was
There's
gonna
crickets in the
make a point,
crowd.
but damn, never mind.
Yeah,
He knows
that.
of Transformers. He knows.
You
Transformers.
have
Raise your
no
hand
idea
if you
what
understand the
Transformers
lore of Transformers.
Maybe it's an American thing. Go ahead, Israel. You wanted to say something. Come.
Step up to the
I hear you.
really badly drawn cross.
I should go get rid of that, shouldn't I? Go ahead.
Hold on, someone's calling. Hold on. Give me.
Perfect
Very
time.
convenient time.
Perfect time.
Such good timing. Get rid of this. This was just for the show.
You said it was a cross. I thought it was an X.
Looks like a cross. You know,
Mm.
remains B.
So I was
How
thinking
slow,
kind of
slow.
the same thing with like the insignias, but
Mm-hmm.
I think like so earlier with the quills, what Dragon Queen said about the quills earlier, kind of got me thinking. What if they had quills? To me, they would kind of look like a smaller, less buff version of the Brutos.
Those are spikes.
Well, no, these aren't squills. These are spikes. Quills are a lot thinner, and they're a lot greater multitude, and they would be on the back. It would look like a bush, like a porcupine.
Yeah. Also,
A bush
I
of
was think.
thorns.
Also, if you think about it, each one of like each one of the like species. I forget what they're called. Like within the militants
Divisions.
has its own different job, and like how about we have like um a thing for that, like so we
Mhm.
can identify each one, not only the insignias, but like each one has a specific like color or code to it, so that we're
Oh,
able to identify.
you mentioned the Divisiatus, like
Yeah, like
Parsifals, Voyagus, Kaiser.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Um,
Why don't we have like a color or a specific like code to identify each one of them?
that is fair enough. I don't think we have any avatars that actually have the division emblem on that. But upon that topic, that's a fine one to bring out. I'm thinking that maybe some clothing and bits of that could very well have, like, you see the way that they have the. Well, you know what? That's a fair enough point. Let me think about this for a second. Because on one hand, you could very well have all of the avatars bear the branding of the emblem on their very skin and not as an accessory. Of course, there'll probably still be some Fae out there that decide to wear some earrings or necklaces in the fashion of course, the emblem of the militants at large. And in that same regard, to attach to what you said in regards to the divisions, I imagine that they'll be able to buy that very emblem, as a necklace, an earring, or maybe a ring or something that they can wield as well, or maybe like having a motorcycle gang fucking leather jacket with the nice emblem on the back. But these are things that can very well be bought, as opposed to being something that which actually signifies them. And like it is in the same sense as, well, no, it isn't, is it? I was going to mention back of the Decepticons again. They bear that branding on them, and that is, but that is branded onto them, no matter what it is that they throw onto themselves after the fact.
Yes, but I'm
So the
also
same. Go ahead.
sorry.
No. Please go on.
Oh, I was also taking inspiration from Autobots and Decepticons. You see, each one of them and each one of us has a different like. Notice how Decepticons are more built for like war. How they started the war on Cybertron. How they more resemble military and anything that would carry a weapon when they're Autobot modes and in their vehicle modes as well. Take for example in Revenge of the Fallen, where what's his name again? Megatron turns into a tank, and the jet as Starscream, and then you see, take for example, as in all the other movies, the Autobots turn into like things you see on a daily basis, like a garbage truck, a semi truck, a normal car that you would like drive around in.
I hear you.
Each one has a different purpose, and each one has a different job too. Like they have divisions as well, and they're able to tell them apart because they have like because of their
Right.
vehicle modes. Their vehicle
Because
modes
it isn't
colors
just
from
the
them.
emblem; it's what they turn into. You're right. The Decepticons do tend to be a lot more efficient when it comes to the military, and the Autobots are more concerned about the people, and therefore turn into regular vehicles like pickup trucks. But in reference to the topic, of course, at large, the Fae. I still believe, of course, that the emblem could be bought. You can buy it. I mean, you will always be in your blood a Parsifos, a Voyagos, even if you're a hybrid. But no, you could buy the accessory that has the emblem that says, yeah, I'm proud to be a Parsifos, But that's a fair enough thing to throw down, isn't it? Anything else? All right. Thank you for showing up. Yes, so we're still speaking about what biologically discerns a Fae from just a regular-ass alien. Nothing is beating Quills right now. I want something to beat Quills.
No. The thing that can beat Quills is, I know you don't really like the idea, and nor does Alec, but burn it into our skin. Like, look on my
Well, no,
hand,
just
for
not just
example.
that.
A
Well, look on my
biological,
hand, for example.
a biological thing, not just a branding. Voice
Hmm.
crazy.
We'll have that, but in addition to this,
Yeah.
How about like
Israel.
Pause. There you
DNA
What?
disfiguration?
go. Pause. Look at your hands.
Oh, you said claws.
Yeah, look
Okay,
at
hold on,
your
hold on, hold on. Hold on, give me a second. Israel, come here.
Be back.
Come up to the-
What is it you want to say?
Earlier
Go ahead.
something about Perry the platypus.
Oh,
Platypus have
go on.
like platypuses have like some sort like stingers on their
Mm-hmm.
on their lower like legs and stuff. All right, and like if an enemy gets too close, they use those to like inject poison into them, and not just that. I'm bringing
No, no, go
biology
on, go on.
into this. All right, okay. So it's
You know
not
what?
just
You
the
have a
stingers
no.
either.
You have a point. I didn't gas. I didn't inhale because I was like, oh boy, here we go. No, because there is a good deal of types of different raptors. If you look at like dinosaur biology in it, and they all bear a similar trait, which is that hook talon, and that's the strangest thing, isn't it? Because why not all of them do use that particular hook thing for the reason that they do? Which is very curious. But you can tell that there's some sort of raptor, some species of raptor, because of that very hook. Ain't it? That's a fair enough thing to throw down, Israel. Something to consider.
Not
Thank you.
also platypuses have something called electroreceptors. It's like they can if they're underwater, they're swimming around, they're about they can like feel the electric waves that their prey give off.
Right, but that would be specific to the species. Only the platypus is able to. Well, not only the platypus is able to do that, but in its general family, if there even is a family of platypi, platypuses, platypus, platypus. I was trying so hard not to say it. It is platypi. I did say it right.
Yeah.
Platypi. A bunch of Perrys.
Yeah. But
If I may, chicken also have that spur. Some chickens on their tail.
Oh no, the rooster, no.
that's
Yeah, roosters-
that's
roosters
a
have the
rooster.
spur.
Roosters are male chickens that have the thing down here. Yeah. And it's mainly only the males that have it.
You know how many
In and
different
out.
dog breeds there are out there?
Oh
There's like
God.
a ton
And
of
you know how they all
See?
have that
Ton
one
of them.
weird little duke claw that does jack shit?
In it.
There's a
Right? Yeah, I don't know. I thought it related.
That's a fair enough thing to bring down. It's similar because they don't look like they're the same fucking species, and yet we still call them ducks. They really shouldn't be considered the same damn species. If a completely different extraterrestrial species just laying down here, they would signify them by their looks. Because isn't that like how we do with like foxes and jackals and wolves?
Well, they would
They
go
said
back
they
to
look for
their
the tiniest little
origins.
difference. Well, sure, but
That's where the species started.
something could be right. They came from wolves, but then they spread out into these different breeds. They would be considered separate species.
No
There's
way.
like the red fox and the gray fox and the Arctic fox, but they're all foxes, in it.
Okay. Would
But you can
call
you
a
can
white
see them as
person
breeds.
and a black person different species?
I want to call them. No, that's not the point that I'm making. Would I?
They have
Oh
different
my
biological
God.
differences. Their skin is a different color. Same with dogs.
Okay. No. Okay. No. That's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that humans, regardless, they look at a fox, which is from a completely different area, and they say that is a different species enough to name it its own thing. I don't agree with it. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm saying that that's just a funny aspect of how things are in it. But if you were to look at different dogs and a completely extraterrestrial species came down from above with the same naming nomenclature of the scientists, they would look at all these different breeds, not knowing that we consider them the same species, and then just begin to section them off in their own separate species. Oh, look at this rare Shih Tzu. Oh, look, a pit bull, its distant cousin. You know. Go on, Israel.
Dragon Queen mentioned something while you guys were rambling on about what I lost interest in what you guys were talking about when I saw her mention something about like stripes or a stripe or like a stripe system. That reminds me of what the U.S. Well, like what armies do, like an actual like militants in real life does, because they have different ranks and different stripes too. So that could
We
be
did talk
something
about
that's
that at some point, didn't we?
built into their
on their-
armor
on their
or built
armor.
into their like skin.
On their suits.
You know, like
That would be
each
more
like,
of
line is
a
like
uniform than our biology. It's a good point.
yeah.
Accurate.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is about.
But we still gotta bring back up now. It is about biology. It's about the form of a thing, not the thing that wears.
Yes.
Going back to the quills.
Mhm.
Who says
I'm
that
gonna
the
go sit
quills
down
need to be in the same shape in the same spot? You could have quills anywhere on their body and still know that they're quills, no? Like,
Are we?
But then again, it would.
specific to the
This who? No, say what you're saying. You can.
Oh, I said quills are specific to the back, though, as far as I know.
why do they have to be?
Fucking, we're aliens. We could put whatever we want in anywhere. Israel, go ahead. Come on back here.
Just sit back
He
up.
has a point with that cruiser specific part. Like it's like not just hedgehogs that have quills. Like other animals have quills, but it's not normal quills like the hedgehog that we know where they inject out. No, there's a species of animal I know native to Australia that like disguises itself into its surroundings, and its kind of quills are like hidden inside of its body and like.
I know what you're talking about. What is that called? The stonefish?
Yes.
The frogfish? Something
The
like that.
stonefish.
The stonefish. Yes.
Yes, its quills are inside of its body, and in case if a predator or something gets too close to it, it like releases them and it like injects neurotoxin into them.
It's a dangerous fish. What? It is. Think about it. You know how much of an asshole you have to look. Think about this, okay? A poison frog, a poison tree frog, has the courtesy to tell the poison dart frog. It has the courtesy to tell you, hey, don't fucking eat me because it's all brightly colored. In a world where creatures are hiding themselves to not get eaten, this one in particular decides to display itself in many, many different colors. It tells you, don't eat me, because of its bright colors. The stonefish. Do you know how much audacity you have to look like a rock, and then retaliate? God forbid you get stepped on? Because, whoa, we didn't see you, you look like a fucking rock! And then you die! You fucking die!
That's me. That's me.
Shut I know you are!
No, because I'll be a rock, right? And someone steps on me, and I'm like, yo, I hate you. I hate you. And I die.
You are a rock! You look like a... You look... Gone, broken.
Why?
The audacity of the Australian species. You know how much audacity kangaroos have? To look like a deer and then beat the shit out of you like they were Mike Tyson on steroids?
It's me.
How is that? You are an obese seal
Oh my
floating
God.
through the ocean.
What are you?
How is that you?
Yeah.
No, though we shouldn't necessarily be shitting too much on Az. You know, he's a famous movie star. He played the boulder in Indiana Jones.
I did.
Por gordo.
I did.
Gordo.
Gordo, not El Gordo.
No. El Gordo is great. We're calling him El Gordo. Glorious.
If
Yes.
hey, if that one doesn't work, I have others lined up for.
Let's return on topic before we get too wild.
Okay,
And
well,
then it was
I'm
my my fault because we were talking about
and
animals.
then
And
called that I have a point to say.
fair enough, unless you do. But ears is one, quills is another, and then you mentioned that the quills don't necessarily need to be on the back. But then I feel like not that I'm agreeing with their particular point because we're whatever it is that we want to be at any given time. But it would deceive the purpose of the at least in my opinion, the marketability, if that is what it is that you're reaching. If I want to say, hey, that is a... Like, think about it here. Think about a Godzillasaurus, or a Godzilla creature, a Godzilla descended creature. Think about it. No, hear me out, okay? You have...
I'm front and center.
You have... You have Godzilla with his famous dorsal spikes. Then you have the thing that came after him, Space Godzilla. And then you had his child, also with the dorsal spikes. Then you had Biolante, also has those dorsal spikes. Small, but they're there.
That's his distinct trait, is always his dorsal spikes, no matter what like era and what movie it is, he always has them. And they can
It's not so
function
much-
differently.
No, but it's not so much the iteration of the character. It's rather what comes from it.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I
Space
mean.
Godzilla
Yes.
came from Space Godzilla came from Godzilla, and even then bore the dorsal spikes. Different
Yes.
texture, still there. You know, and the placement is always on the back. If we decided to go with the quills, it would have to be on the back. Granted, it doesn't necessarily need to be the same copy-paste quills, like you said, but it would have to be on the back. Because if we're going off of the idea of that and wanting to tie that back into Ella Cryer, that's where his quills are, and that's where they are. Yeah.
It's like evolutionary stuff. Hell, even Godzilla 1998 made in America had the dorsal spikes on the back. Even
Different,
that,
not the
as-
same, but yeah.
Yeah, even as distinct as it looks, even though they're like, oh, it's Godzilla, he still has that concept there, so it's like an evolutionary trait. Sorry, I love
Right,
Godzilla. I'll go back over here.
I knew that would get you over here. It's the only thing that I thought of because Godzilla, that franchise, does deal in bioengineering and likes, mainly in the two monsters that I compared them to. So, yeah. Similar, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's if we wanted to go that route.
Besides the quills,
We can have it multiple things.
is there anything that you can think of?
The ears.
The ears.
Having pointy ears somewhere.
Oh, like in terms of him,
Like
like what
elves.
traits would be what? Okay, ears, slim tail, quills, possibly the fingernails too. His tail, yes, his tail.
Look at the
Claws.
Brutus. Yeah, thick tail.
Claws.
Well, no, we're speaking
yeah.
about distinctive traits of L, right?
Claws.
It would be...
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah, he's got really long ass claws,
Wouldn't it
dude.
be claws.
Claws.
Claws is a
different-
distinct trait.
But,
Well,
I mean,
kinda
claws
not
are very
really.
general, though.
But we all kind of already
Yeah.
have claws.
If you want-
just because we're beasties, not because we come from him.
Yeah, but
we
if
can
you
argue.
want a specific
Mm.
type of claws,
Like, say for instance, instead of having fingers, you'd have just straight up claws and bones sticking out. That could be distinctive, but everybody
That's what
has
I'm talking
claws.
about.
Oh, you mean
Mm.
digiclaws?
Like a specific
Yeah.
type of claw that looks the same amongst all.
Yes.
Well, like,
I would say also no eyes, like faceless, but that's like nah. I don't think
Because
so.
it's all
Would it? Yeah.
well, no, I wouldn't want all of us to be faceless. I still want us to be, because the whole idea of well, I'm not going to get into that actually. It's really deep, and Israel wants to speak again. Come, speak to us, Israel.
So I'm going off the books. Y'all want distinct? I'll give you guys distinct. Look at the Brutos. Look at his tail. He has a weapon on his tail. Look at the Noctos. The Noctos also have they have a tail as well, but they don't have a blunt weapon on there. They have colors on there that can help. All right, you guys want distinct? Maybe keep that up too. All right. Look at
Insert
the-
tail with
I
thing at the
forgot-
end.
I forgot what the guy next to you is. I forgot how to say it.
Me?
Kaisers.
The Kaisers.
Kaiser.
Yes. Look at the Kaisers. Look at their body. They have horns that can help as well. Look, it looks like they don't have skin on. It looks like they're mostly muscle. Okay, hold on. Okay, mom. Bye, mom. Sorry, my mom.
Love you too, Mom.
Yeah.
We all love them all.
The Kaisers. It looks like they're mainly only muscle, and they're quadrupeds. They're quadrupeds. Maybe bring some more of that into this as well. Take into consideration. Like, there's not just like how they look. It's like what the body has. Like, Hierarch, you have 4 arms. That's very distinct. Yes. The Kaisers have 4 legs. They're quadrupeds. You can bring more of that into there.
No. We're not speaking about the distinctions of the different Divisiatus. They have enough of that. What we're speaking about is something that is in specific to us as a species.
It's the absolute
What
distinction.
binds in design? Yeah, right. What is something that he has that the Pasifos also has that is like, oh, that's a
That we all
Fae
share. Yeah.
that we all share. Yes.
Basically, one
so like
trait that can point
so
back
the
to the
theory
fact
of
that you're Fae.
evolution is what you guys are trying to say, huh? Okay, so take to distinct. If you look at normal evolution charts, it has like how apparently we started off as monkeys and then we're now humans, right? So maybe try and find connection between each of those. Maybe the Kaisers have some sort of like relation to the Noctos, you know, with the horns up on their head, you know.
I see what it is that he's saying. Right? Wait, what? Hold on. What in specific is it that you are replying to?
The antlers thing, for one. That could be a trait that we all share, in essence. You know,
Antlers.
Not just antlers, but horns in general.
Yeah.
You know, the Noctos have their horns. The Brutos used to. I didn't add them to this one, but you know,
They have a
I suppose
horn,
they
though.
have their own variations. Same with the Pyrtos. It could be another.
Well, our
trait.
horns could be more fish-like.
Yeah,
Some fish
yeah.
creatures have spikes out of their body.
Yeah,
Like,
that
for
could be
instance, my
another
grills.
thing that we all share, but then L doesn't share that, so why would we all have that if our creator doesn't?
If we wanted to go off of that particular bit. I mean, he can have whatever it is that he wants. So technically, he could have horns if he decided to, but the general form that he takes.
You could have the genes for horns laying dormant in his body until he activates it. Based off of how he describes it, his body shifts and forms into whatever he wants, so he could have many different genes and just turn them on and off like a light switch.
Yeah.
I have antlers when I want. No, wait, hold on. Look, I can connect to TV. Look. Go ahead.
Yes. Also, like, there's not just like the antlers and the horns thing. Different species have different kinds of horns. Like, if you look at goats, they have horns that like go like they twist around. Like, you know, like it's not just antlers. Like they go straight up and stuff, and they curve. There's goats that have horns that twist. All right. There's goats that have horns that go like straight back. No, wait, that's rams. The horns that go like around back. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And take into
Look,
consideration.
I see. I hear what it is that you're saying, but I'm just trying to think of something that would be universal, something that, well, I mean, that's good. But not but. It's a fair enough point that you've thrown down. It is going to be put up for consideration, I think. You know, so there's different. Thank you for your bit, Israel. If you have anything else to say, if you want, you can say them now if you like. But otherwise,
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
Universal. You said for all of us, the horns are one thing, but there's also like think about evolution. How some animals are able to like live on land and in water, like the medics. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, they live in water. Maybe some of us could also have like the ability to like stay in water for longer.
Again, you're talking about differences and not about similarities.
I have chilled.
Because-
Of course, I see.
Yes, we're trying to see, because we are already in the department of everybody being different. You see the Kaiser, you see the Spasifos, they're the same species, but they look nothing alike. What makes him the same species physically that you can see as this one? Without needing to change too much of it, but you know, go ahead.
If I may. What makes a dog, basically?
Anyhow.
I mean, it's more than
coming.
there's the paws, there's the snout, how big it is, how small it is, the color.
Yeah, that's
the
what
way
we're
it
saying.
acts.
We're trying to figure out what exactly all of these Fae have to make them
Papaya's face.
You know. Look, if we were going off of the dog analogy, unfortunately, they do bear a lot in common, but they have so much separate from, which is why I use that as an example to show, like, if aliens came down and witnessed dogs, they would classify them in different species because of how different they are.
Here, let me
But
give
we
you a better
classify them.
classification then.
Right.
Canine.
My thing is like canine in general. Then, so what I'm saying is that dogs are dogs. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something very profound. Damn. Help me, El Gordo. Oh boy.
It's only a matter of time before he
I
whips
think
out
your rock
Google
is
Translate and hold on, my chair got something on it.
What makes a dog a dog? I'm trying to get it back. Hold on.
It's only a
Makes
matter
a
of time
dog a
before
dog.
he whips out Google Translate and translate what
Who's waving their hand in front of my face so hard?
It was me. I was trying to get your attention.
Here I was about to say. So we all look humanoid in shape and form, right?
Yeah.
We have arms. We have legs. But that isn't the case for everyone, isn't it? But even if it wasn't, okay? Even if we didn't have all of these things that were blatantly copied off of human beings, even if we did have them, I'm getting lost in the sauce, Israel.
Not typically not how you would use that saying, but sure.
I'm deep in the sauce. I need a snorkel. El Gordo, bring me my snorkels.
He's too saucy right now.
Night.
He's
Listen,
drunk.
bro, you can grow your own. I'm not getting shit.
Oh, damn.
Here, you can borrow my snorkels.
Okay. No, thank you. Okay. The point being that what makes a dog is generally the form that it takes, and we all generally look human. We have the arms that grabby, we have the legs that walkies. Most of us are bipedal, although some of us could very well be relegated to quadrupedalism. Even this one over here, who's centaur, isn't actually centaur. It just has copy paste of the legs that he has. It's just that they're being used in different ways. You have 2 pairs of right, 2 pairs of left, and if he stands up, looks like a man. The silhouette with antlers. You know what I mean?
Like a centaur without a tail.
Like a centaur without the centaur.
Basically, yeah.
They don't have a
Second
they don't have
person.
a middle section.
Yeah, no second
It's not like a mix between one and one kind of thing, like a centaur. No, they just look like an alien. Or my
It's a man
sleep
with
paralysis
secondary
demon.
I'm very happy you said that. That's wonderful.
Yeah, no, you look
You're
more
like Kai
my
across
sleep
the count of 3.
paralysis demon. Like sometimes I wake up and I see something like it's not a centaur. Centaur is like a human with 4 legs on him,
Yeah.
and it just freaks me out.
Supposed to.
So,
All right.
so
What else
I'm
have you
not
got,
sure how I
Israel?
would react if like one of them is like, I don't know, like a medic or something. If a medic just appeared in front of my bed watching me in the middle of the night, if that wouldn't really freak me out. Sorry, I'm treading off track. Sorry.
What do you
He's
mean? They're
saying,
spooky.
"I'm
Well, not this
cooler than you
specifically.
guys."
You look like a
Okay,
puppy.
that's what he said.
That's spooky.
It looks like something that I could go up to and pet, and it wouldn't do it any harm.
This one looks specifically
I
like a
would bite
puppy.
I would bite you.
Like, it looks
No, but
like
have you
something
seen
that I could
have you seen the regular Parsifals? Them fuckers are spooky.
Show me, because I have not seen them.
You haven't seen the regular Parsifals?
Oh my god, really? Are you kidding
Have
me?
you never seen the regular Parsifals? These guys?
Oh, him! No, he just looks like a common man. He looks like a man in high heels. It does not.
Show him the arms. That's spooky. What are you talking about? Where is his eyes? Looks like a regular man.
A man in high heels.
No,
A man in
I've seen
stilettos.
scarier, dude.
I don't mind the stilettos thing. That's not what I'm offended by. I'm like, oh, it just looks like a regular man. My ass!
They're humanoid.
Dude, if you see this thing in the corner of your room, even just the general outline, and you had
I've
no
seen a lot
understanding at the
scarier
what the hell it is that you were
than a
looking at,
night
that's
mouse, okay?
spooky.
Like,
It's a nightmare.
that does not
Go
creep me
shine your
out,
room.
for one. Like,
Turn off the bioluminescence! I kept telling you to fucking turn that shit off in the toggle! Hijo de la chingada! Don't you stop, I will...
My bad.
We got more professional loose. I promise. It's a very deep and intellectual topic. Don't you, what the fuck?
Well,
Boy,
who said
see, look, you're the reason.
Who said that?
Who you didn't say anything, you made him, you spoke with your neck. Like Kirk. Oh. I'll be back.
Where the fuck did he go?
Behind you. But he's blending it.
Oh, you're being stabbed.
He's black?
And he's bigger
I've
than
been
you.
impaled.
Damn.
Anyway. So, let us see. We can do the mixture, I guess, right? Like ears and quills. L has 4 of them. And the quills. I suppose it could work. It doesn't necessarily need to be. It just needs to have some sort of thin thing on the back. Like, if we gave the Parsifals quills, they wouldn't really be quills, I think. I think they would be better if they were just tiny little tendrils. Not tiny little tendrils, but you mean thin, quill-shaped things. Aye. Quill adjacent.
So, more antenna on our back?
Why not just give them what the stonefish has? But like, without
We'll
the
give them that
poison
in
part.
addition because, yeah, the regular Parsifals just has a little knife things coming down the tail as opposed to the flat thing, which could also very well go up to the spine. Why not?
Look at that nice tail.
I have
Isn't it
one,
beautiful?
just one word.
In the shade, like leaves, because those things do look like leaves, but they be feathers. That's a fair enough request. Yes, Rael.
Wolverine.
That's
I
fair
mean,
enough.
when you look at a
Wolverine.
feather, that
Pause.
roaming.
Huh?
Ooh. Wolverine, that's like, for what they're saying with like the quill thingies. Wolverine. He's got like thick claws that come out of his like knuckles and stuff.
Okay, I hear you.
That could be something similar to like the claws that you guys have on your hands.
Whether we all have the ability to make bone claws.
Yeah, like
That's a
because well, I mean that's actually canon to Wolverine. And the first issue of the Wolverine,
There is a frog that
he
can do that.
he had bone
Just-
claws. Hold on.
No, I know that to be true. I know that to be true. That he had bone claws, not just regular adamantium. He bore the mutant ability to do that with skeleton. His skeleton is what's adamantium, not just the claws.
That's a fair enough
Let me
point,
open
Dragon.
this up real quick. Hold on.
A feather and quill are very
Issue
similar. Quill is just a
issue
feather with the
1,
feathers.
the first issue of Wolverine page. I think page. I can't read the page number. This thing is faded. But it shows here his first edition, his first ever showing of the bone claws. Well, first and last, I'm pretty sure. Is it? No, this isn't the first and the last, but it's the first sight of the bone claws that we see. So, then I'm gonna shut up now with my nerdiness.
We love
No,
nerdiness.
you
Look at what we're
appreciate your
doing here.
geekiness. Yeah, we're quite literally a bunch of fuckers who are taking VR chat a little too damn seriously.
Kino Dragon looks like something out of Dungeons and Dragons.
He's actually out of Love, Death, and Robots. Fun fact.
Oh,
That's the main whole body design.
That's what
So
Uranus
that's
stole
like
it
the
from.
main-
Ooh. It's okay, I'll fix it.
Does it matter if he still made it look good?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that looks good. It
Yes,
looks like a
it
fancy
does.
dragon.
I think it matters more because he made it
It
look
looks
good,
like a
which means he
fancy
made it
dragon.
look more like the thing
Like
it's based off of.
like a rich dragon. You know, like a rich person dragon, like. Butler, what will we have for dinner? Kind of dragon, you know.
I suppose I can see it. Seems more like, well, He doesn't seem
Aristocrat.
militaristic. Aristocrat is a fair enough point, but then I feel like he would have more things on him. He's definitely somewhere in the center, at least when it comes to clothing wise.
You ever go to a male strip club?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay,
You're
Alec,
right.
Alec, I love you, but
No,
I hate
hold on,
you.
he
Shut the
has
fuck
a
up.
point. He has a point saying that. He has a
Where the
point saying
fuck did
that.
that
Look,
come
Israel
from?
agrees.
Hold on.
You don't know.
Someone
No,
quote
one,
that
I have-
shit, please.
No, have you?
Militia wise?
We should.
Someone
Militia
quote
wise?
that, please.
I feel like.
Again, oh my god.
Like militia wise, I feel like he would have something built, like for defense, built into his armor, like a retractable blade or something. Like militia wise, like
He's
for
a
war.
dragon monster that can shoot fire out of his face and twin asses.
It's not really fire.
Let's give him a claw.
But, alright.
You know what I mean.
Because then if somebody, if like an enemy like the size of him tries to run or something, he could just like claw him in and just breathe onto.
He already has claws.
Oh well, it's just grab him by the head and just breathe onto his face and watch as his skin slowly melts off his face.
Are you trying to make a
Oh, please, even better. Here.
2020
Look, if you're-
Godzilla?
Yes, but still.
If we're talking about Mortal Kombat finishing moves, a better one, a more gruesome one, would probably be to have him take his acid tail, stick it into the throat of his victim, dump some acid into there, let him walk around, try to vomit it out, and then watch as the organs spill out from beneath him.
I have something for the medics. Sub-Zero.
We already
Just
have
think
that,
about
though.
Sub-Zero.
You
Like
know,
in Mortal
incorporating
Kombat,
ice
he's
into
able
their
to
science
to
more
like
would be
make
useful.
a hat, like a mallet or
Actually,
a
I
hammer
can
or
do
something
something like
out of
that.
ice.
I
He can
can
also
Meh.
shoot
Gear
out
add
of ice,
some
like
like
Skip.
ice crystals or something like that on.
So,
Skip.
Yeah, I got you.
Not you. Skip! Doing these ice crystals make my bones ache. I already have a bone to pick with the Voyagos using crystals in their weapons. Unless, of course, it was
Hold
clothing.
on, crystals and weapons reminds me of Halo. You know, like the
I have.
like the
that
purple one
wouldn't-
that has like the spike crystal thingies. And the Noctos
What?
could probably have that. You know, like their quills could not only use for self-defense, they can also use those as like organic regrowing ammo. Just like grab it out of them and like load it into their gun.
Noted.
But that might be.
I think there was a concept.
What is your
No, I think there was a
idea
concept of
It's,
that.
it's a
of
concept.
where
I'm pretty sure that
crystals?
was.
What's that about?
No, I'll talk about that in a moment. I'll talk about it later. Okay, thank you very much, Israel. Have you anything else? No?
Take into consideration about what I said earlier with Wolverine, though.
Yeah, noted. Thank you.
I mean, I already have
Alright, it seems that we singled... Yeah. So that is fine enough things that we throw down. Is there anything being said in chat or no?
Jack shit.
Okay. Jack, clean it up. With that said, unless there's anything else anyone wants to throw down onto the table.
What's wrong with the ice crystals?
Oh, we're gonna talk about ice crystals. Okay. Ice crystals melt,
And
Sub-Zero.
and they and look at my glorious clothing made from the ice crystals from the deep dark depths of Valion. Oh, allow me to go on the summer hot day of this glorious Lydibrian capital. Oh, I'm naked because it's all fucking melted onto the ground. This is not good.
An appearance
I
that
was not
changes
talking
with the
about
elements would be quite fucking cool, no?
And if it were, it would probably belong to the Noctos in consideration of their home planet. Do you know of
So,
Koyo Metzla?
how many
Did they tell you of Koyo Metzla?
creatures live in icy lands? I know that one does. I know we do. They live in icy lands.
Yes and no. Koyo Metzla is a planet that is so unfathomably unpredictable. It would begin as a water world and end as a desert. It will be a jungle, it will be a desert, it will be a volcanic wasteland, it will be everything under the anything.
L.
And it's
They
unpredictable.
don't
You live
get ice.
everywhere.
How do you
Yes.
explain that planet
Okay.
using any form of science, even fictional science? How the fuck do you explain that?
America.
Good question. I'll get back to
Just say
you.
Locar.
Treat it like the seasons. Treat it like the 4 seasons.
Yes,
Four Seasons Hotel.
Also, Dragon Queen said that that they live everywhere. Just so you guys know.
No, that's in reference to Koyometsula, which is something you don't know yet. Their planet.
Planets,
they're
I've
talking
been
about
taught about that. I don't really understand it fully yet, but yeah.
Okay. Going once.
Where are
Twice.
these crystals? What's your problem?
Hijo de la chingada.
They are formed when lightning from the storms on their planet strikes the ground, forming those crystals underground. They harvest them and use them for their weapons.
I
Skip.
don't see anything wrong with that.
Once.
That wouldn't be it.
Twice. Twice.
Too much fantasy into it. Like if something strikes the ground,
Okay.
it won't be hard. It won't be like littered inside the ground. They don't. If something strikes the ground, they should at least be like an impact so they know where it is. Or it'll be like above land where they can get to it easily and they don't have to like actually like dig for it because you said underground. Well, how would they know where it is underground?
A lot of good questions.
Never mind. Okay. Yes, fine points. Going once. Twice. Sold. Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much for attending this meeting. Debate what you will. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't even know
We had a
were
stream.
ending the meeting. I thought we were.
I can't wait to eat chicken today.
I thought we were ending the topic.
Do you have something to bring up, GTA? Hold on.
I'm very late. What?
This is so fucked up, bro.
1 second. GTA.
You can blame Alex for that. Oh, speaking of which,
You do?
Alec. We do?
He does?
GTA.
You do?
What?
Do you have something to bring up to the table? Because you
Do
said.
I?
Well, you said that you thought the meeting was going to keep going.
No, I had no idea we were ending at that